What happens if a juror goes on vacation in the middle of a civil trial involving an accident matter or a medical malpractice matter or a wrongful death matter? Do they stop the trial in the middle and wait for the juror to return from vacation? You want to know the answer? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney practicing law in the state of New York. No, that's not going to happen. They're not going to stop the trial to accommodate a juror who has vacation plans right smack in the middle of the trial. That would be impossible. You want to know why? It's because the attorneys have their witnesses lined up. We have schedules that we have to follow. An expert may be coming in the morning. Now we have to schedule another witness following that. And then the next day we have another witness. And now we have to know exactly when to bring our witnesses in. The defense does the same exact thing. And the judge will want to know at the very beginning of the case how long we expect the case to take. How many witnesses do we have? What days are certain witnesses scheduled? The judge has his own cases to deal with, and he also needs to know the scheduling. Plus, there may be 1 or 2 days out of that week that the judge may not be available to participate in our trial, that he has to attend to his other matters. So it is critical for the judge to know what the scheduling is. Now, during the course of jury selection, when we are deciding which jurors are right to sit in judgment on your particular case, we will ask the jurors, hey, does anybody have any problems sitting for this period of time? We expect the case to take about a week or two. Anybody have any problems? And now there are people who do have problems, whether it's vacation, whether it's work. They will raise their hand and say, listen, I'm scheduled to go on vacation next week. I cannot participate if this is going into next week. And now we talk about it. And now we have an understanding of what's going on with their schedule. In all likelihood, we're not going to select a juror who's able to sit for the first few days, then has to go on vacation and is available the following week. Why? Because the judge is not going to stop the trial to allow the juror to go on vacation and then resume the trial when the juror gets back. And by the way, you should know, if a juror gets sick or cannot return back to the trial, that's why we have alternative jurors. They call them alternates. So now we have a couple of spare jurors who are sitting, listening, and participating during the course of trial, so that if, God forbid, someone gets sick or cannot make it into court the next day, now the judge will say, okay, juror number 3 is now out of this case. We're going to select one of the other alternate jurors to take their place. And now the trial will continue on. So why do I share this quick information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into what goes on in these civil lawsuits here in New York. You know, I recognize and acknowledge you've got questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit, but you have questions that need answers, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.